Welcome to the Vocabulary Podcast by IMS Gujarat. Featuring today IMS Vocab, episode 108, words 2926 to 20955. Let us begin. Word 2926 is menagerie, spelling Menagerie, meaning a collection of wild animals, especially when kept for exhibition. Example: the traveling menagerie set up its tents opposite the Coimbatore bus stand, drawing an eager crowd of schoolchildren. Word 2927 is mendacious, spelling Mendacious, meaning untrue. Example: the mendacious contractor was dropped from the tender list in Bathinda the moment his lies surfaced in the audit. Word 2928 is mendicant, spelling Mendicant, meaning a beggar. Example: the Buddhist mendicant walked barefoot through the lanes of Sanchi, his smooth alms bowl worn by years of begging. Etymology note: mendicant flows from the Latin mendicare, meaning to beg, itself from mendicus, a beggar. The great Indian orders of Buddhist bhikshus, Jain munis, and Hindu sannyasis are classical mendicants who renounce property and live on alms. So the wandering sadhu asking for a fistful of rice at a Haridwar ashram gate carries a word kin to the Roman pauper from over 2 millennia ago. Word 2929 is mentality, spelling Mentality, meaning intellectuality. Example: the mentality of the average Bengaluru techie was captured perfectly in his joke about traffic and code defects. Word 2930 is mentor, spelling Mentor, meaning a wise and faithful teacher, guide, and friend. Example: the retired IM professor declined to be a formal mentor because he preferred to guide students over endless coffee. Word 2931 is mercantile, spelling Mercantile, meaning conducted or acting on business principles. Commercial. Example: the mercantile houses of Old Surat grew wealthy on the spice trade that flowed through the Mughal-era port. Word 2932 is mercenary, spelling Mercenary, meaning greedy. Example: the mercenary talent scout cared only about his cut, billing desperate parents of aspiring Bollywood starlets. Word 2993 is merciful, spelling Merciful, meaning disposed to pity and forgive. Example: the merciful king of Mewar in folklore forgave the captured enemy general and let him walk back to his camp. Word 2934 is merciless, spelling Merciless, meaning cruel. Example: the merciless summer sun of the loony salt flats drove every shepherd to the shade of the lone babel trees. Word 2935 is meretricious, spelling Meretricious, meaning alluring by false or gaudy show. Example: the meretricious glow of the cheap plastic bangles dazzled beach tourists in Goa, but fooled every local jeweler. Word family: mercantile, mercenary, merciful, merciless, and meretricious all spring from the Latin merx, meaning goods or merchandise, and its form merces, meaning reward or price. Mercantile concerns goods. A mercenary soldier works for pay. Mercy grew from the reward once given to a defeated foe, and meretricious show was the glitter of a paid-for trade. One trading route, many faces, all on a Mumbai merchant street. Word 2936 is mesmerize, spelling Mesmerize, meaning to hypnotize. Example: the folk dancer at the Nagaland Hornbill Festival seemed to mesmerize the entire crowd with each slow step. Word 2937 is measures, spelling Messeur, meaning PL gentleman. Example: The French consulate card from Pondicherry respectfully styled the two Indian guests as Messrs Sharma and Ayar. Word 2938 is metal, spelling metal, meaning an element that forms a base by combining with oxygen, is usually hard, heavy, and lustrous. Example. The auto parts workshop in Pune welded the cooling fin out of a light metal called duralumin to save on weight. Word 2939 is metallurgy, spelling metallurgy, meaning the art or science of extracting a metal from ores as by smelting. Example. The student of metallurgy at IIT BHU delighted in explaining the heat treatments once used on Hindu temple bells. Word 29040 is metamorphosis, spelling metamorphosis, meaning a passing from one form or shape into another. Example. The tired textile hub of Coimbatore underwent a quiet metamorphosis into a manufacturing center for engineering goods. Word 29041 is metaphor, spelling metaphor, meaning a figure of speech in which one object is likened to another by speaking as if the other. Example. Subhadra Kumari Chauhan used the forest as a metaphor for the rising freedom fighters in one celebrated Hindi poem. Word 2942 is metaphysical, spelling metaphysical, meaning philosophical. Example. The verses of the Guru Granth Sahib often slip into a metaphysical mood that defies any purely literal reading. Word 2943 is metaphysician, spelling metaphysican, meaning one skilled in metaphysics. Example. The local savant from Tiruvannamalai was hailed by some as a metaphysician of the pure Advaita school. Word 2944 is metaphysics, spelling metaphysics, meaning the principles of philosophy as applied to explain the methods of any particular science. Example. The postgraduate seminar at Pune traced the slow drift from the classical metaphysics of Sankara to modern thought. Memory aid, metamorphosis, metaphor, metaphysical, metaphysician, and metaphysics carry the Greek prefix meta, meaning beyond, after, or change. Metamorphosis is a change of shape, metaphor carries meaning beyond the literal, and metaphysics was literally the books Aristotle wrote after his physics. Metempsychosis and metonymy, coming up next, also carry this beyond prefix, threading one Greek strand from the soul's transit to the soul's turn of phrase. Word 2945 is meet, spelling mete, meaning to apportion. Example. The eccentric headmaster at the small-town DAV school meted out punishments with the calm of a seasoned judge. Word 2946 is metempsychosis, spelling metempsychosis, meaning transition of the soul of a human being at death into another body, whether human or beast. Example. The doctrine of metempsychosis, the rebirth of the soul into another body, was hotly debated by the Benares Pandits. Word 2947 is meticulous, spelling meticus, meaning overcautious. Example. The meticulous tailor in Chandni Chowk pinned every fall of the lehenga 3 times before a single stitch was cut. Word 2948 is metonymy, spelling metonymy, meaning a figure of speech that consists in the naming of a thing by one of its attributes. Example. The columnist used the phrase Lucian's Delhi as metonymy for the entire Indian governmental establishment. Word 20949 is metric, spelling metric, meaning relating to measurement. Example. The students of the small Nellore school struggled when the teacher suddenly switched ruler units to the metric system. Quick tip: metric and metronome come not from the meta prefix, but from the Greek metron, meaning a measure. The metric system is a measuring system, and a metronome is a measure keeper that ticks exact. The same measuring root gives us meter and the metri in geometry. So a Carnatic violinist whose finger taps his thigh to the metronome keeps time with the same Greek root an ISRO engineer uses for satellite measurements. Word 295 is metronome. Spelling: M-E-T-R-O-N-O-M-E, meaning an instrument for indicating and marking exact time in music. Example: the young pianist at the Mumbai Conservatory kept time with a small wooden metronome ticking on the piano lid. Thank you for listening to the Vocabulary Podcast by IMS Gujarat.